I'm Kyle Burchard, founder of Open Sensory. In any given year, a fruit, tree nut, or vegetable grower can lose a substantial portion of their crop to pests and diseases. This is a $60 billion industry in the United States, so those numbers really add up. Fortunately, there's a way to deal with these problems in a way that's beneficial to farmers, their customers, and the environment. It's called Integrated Pest Management, or IPM, and it's one of the biggest success stories in agriculture over the last 60 years. IPM is a biological systems approach to managing insects and diseases in crop production. Think of it as using pesticide spraying as a last resort rather than the first resort when problems arise. And the results have been impressive. Growers who adopt an IPM program can reduce pesticide applications by 20, 30, 40% or more compared to the status quo. This is important not only because it reduces human exposure to toxic chemicals, it also saves money, especially for organic growers who have fewer products available to treat pests and diseases. But truly effective IPM is difficult. It relies on extensive monitoring for early detection and diagnosis of problems. In practice, that means having people out in the fields every day, scouting for visual cues and diagnosing everything from nutrient deficiencies to the presence of unwanted pests. To put that into perspective, in a 1-acre orchard or vineyard, which is about the size of a football field, there can be miles of fruit-bearing branches and vines people need to inspect on a regular basis. But crop scouts have just a few minutes to get through that acre, so people are literally racing against time for an entire 6-month growing season to head off problems. And it takes even more than that. Growers also need models of population dynamics to predict where insects will be and when they'll be there, so they can make better decisions about what to do right now. But right now, it can take days, even weeks, for data to be reflected in the tools growers use, and they need to be able to measure whether their management actions had any impacts in the first place. So with the help of funding from the National Science Foundation, we are building sensor networks for fruit and tree nut growers who need tools to monitor, model, and measure plant health issues on their farms. Together, these three elements provide growers with plant health intelligence, and we're going to roll it out this year in the Willamette Valley with early adopters in the organic fruit sector. Our team of crop advisors, sustainability experts, software developers, and electronic engineers is developing these tools so growers can collaborate on pest and disease management solutions. That includes everything from releasing hardware designs with open source licenses so we get more devices in the field, to sharing insect population models so they can be fine-tuned by people with first-hand knowledge of local conditions. This open approach to IPM technology lets growers build their own tools they need for the job. This is important because insects and diseases don't respect property lines or who you're paying for your IPM services. What happens in your neighbor's field impacts what happens in your field, and vice versa. So here's how you can help. If you're involved with agriculture, if you know someone who is, or if you're an investor who's intrigued by agricultural technology, contact me today so we can talk about how you can support the development of the Open Sensory Network. We're looking for commercial partners for pilot projects, and we're looking for funding to accelerate the pace at which we can roll out this network this year. Thank you.